Okay, some of you asked if I would do a little bit more information or show you a little bit more information about how to read the periodic table. Well, it's really not too bad, but some of it's just things you have to memorize. So starting off, what I'm going to do is you just kind of understand where things are by getting more practice, and that's true with anything. So let's look at this. What I'm going to do is show you that the charges are things that already exist on the periodic table. Now I'm labeling them for you, and how do I know that? Well, I know that just because I'm a nerd and I've studied all this stuff. But how do I know it? Well, really it deals with the electrons and where they're at. So for right now, we can skip all this stuff that I'm going to highlight in yellow here. All of this stuff, these are the transition metals. You don't need to know them. It kind of spreads over there. And all of the things up here, those are called the noble gases. We can ignore all of that stuff for right now. So what I'm going to do is just pick some of these things at random and show you how to do it. Well, oxygen. So if I'm over here, I'm going to start ignoring the noble gases, and I'm going to count over. Well, if this is -1, this is -2. How do I know that? Because I know that fluorine has -1 charge. That's due to the electron configuration in its outer shell. I'm not asking you to know why. I just need you to know that it is. So let's get rid of this one and pretend like we didn't look that up. But to help you out, I'm going to keep a running total. Hopefully you can see it right here. Oxygen is 2 negative. So let's pick another one. We talked about calcium. So over here, potassium is in the first column, so that's +1. I can count over. And since it's in this column here, I know that calcium is 2+. It's got a charge of +2. All right, let's get rid of that stuff. Let's see what else we can do. All right, carbon. Carbon is important. All life is based on carbon. So 1, 2, 3. I counted over 3, but it started at -1. So that means that carbon is -4, right? Well, I can also go 1, 2, 3, and it's also +4. Carbon's special. It can lose 4, it can gain 4. It doesn't care. It just wants to be neutral. So since it's at 4, it can either go to 0 or it can go to 8, and it's happy either way. It doesn't really matter. But let's do one more since we talked about sulfur dioxide. Well, here is sulfur as well. We can go over 1. We can see that since we started at -1, we bumped over 1 time up to the -2. So that means sulfur's charge is -2. Now I know this was kind of a quick video and I didn't go into many details about why the periodic table works the way it does, and I didn't go into electronegativity or anything like that, and certainly not going to get into any kind of bonding. You'll do that in chemistry, don't worry about it. But I just wanted you to see that this is where it's coming from, and I know that some of you were confused when we did it in class, and I wanted to give you another chance to do it. Hopefully this helps. If not, still ask questions and I'll be glad to help you in class. See ya.